a client or a patient, I can call it. And the client suffers from hypertension or high blood pressure. And she lives in a facility. And I asked her, I was like, have you ever spoken to your doctor about reducing your high blood pressure naturally? And she said, yes, her doctor told her that she should take these medications. But he had never mentioned anything about natural remedies for hypertension or high blood pressure. And I told her that I know that there's pretty deep research that shows that citrus is a good remedy for hypertension, high blood pressure. And then she was like, oh yeah. I said, have you spoken to your doctor about that subject? And she was like, oh yeah, the doctor is a male. He did mention that I can drink orange juice, I can have, citrus desserts, meals, etc. But she said, unfortunately, the facility that she lives in doesn't provide them or offer stuff that's citrusy. They just offer on their menus. It's like a senior living. They offer on their menus where she lives melons, cantaloupe, like honeydew, even pineapple, apples. Um, I think that's about it. Maybe it's occasionally bananas, but no citrus, right? No tangerines, no oranges, no grapefruit, nothing like that. But she says she craves them, and her sons are so busy, and her other family, they don't bring it for her. So one day, um, I didn't really take a mental note of it. I always feel like, persons who are somewhat independent would be able to take care of that for themselves. It's not a big deal if, you're serious about it, or, you can just figure it out, request it from somebody. Because, some people who are independent and do get things done that they actually want to get done. So I didn't really take note of it or thought it was an issue that, if that was something she was actually interested in having in her life, she'd get it done. She'd have it done somehow, as she does with other things that she care about or value. So one day, about 10 days later after our conversation, almost 2 weeks, I went to a grocery store in my neighborhood, and they had this big cart of Florida tangerines, a big cart of local tangerines. And I love those tangerines because um, the skin is thin, it's crisp, they're always firm, and they have a good size. They're not small as a tangerine, not big as an orange. They're like in the middle. And they have just the right amount of sweetness, not too sweet and not sour, not bland. So I think they're seasonal because you don't see them in the stores often. They're usually there for a limited time. So I just grabbed a bag full. I went home. I shared some of them with family, and I had some. But then, as I was eating the first one at home that evening, I felt this conviction in my heart, and the Spirit said to me, buy Florida tangerines for this lady. Okay, we'll call her Sue. It said, buy these tangerines for Sue. I was like, what? I was like, buy these tangerines for Sue. I thought it was just me. I was like, it's just me. I was like, well, I didn't even take a mental note of it. I haven't thought of it for almost 2 weeks now. Why am I eating these oranges? And it's saying, buy some for Sue. So I just ignored it, and I just went about my day. Then about 2 days later, I heard it again. Go back to the store and buy oranges for Sue. And I was like, I guess I gotta go back to the store and buy oranges for Sue. Because I did not want to just keep getting these messages coming just different random times of the day and night and in my week. So I was like, okay, wrote it on my calendar. This day I'm going back to that store again. Hopefully they still have some more because it's limited time. I mean, it's limited and seasonal. So I tried to get there as soon as I could, went back to the store. They still had a few left. I grabbed it because it probably won't be there in a week or two. And I was like, okay, I'm saving this bag for soon. Okay. And so I took the bag, took it home, saved it, make sure no one else, got hold of the bag because there's some, I'm telling you, these tangerines are the bomb. And I always look forward to them. And everyone else